based on the life and teachings of Jesus of Nazareth, through the histories being a topic of controversy and inspiration as well. It's led to many authors to write about different matters concerning the Christian life, such as death, heaven, resurrection, etc. Within British literature is not been the exception, since many English poets have dedicated their lives to write about religious poems which have reflected important aspects of Christianity as well as issues. Some of the English authors who have written Christian poems are Anne Taylor, Florence Mark Smith, William Cowper, Alexander Pope, Gilbert K. Chesterton. Anne Taylor was born in London on January 1784. She was an English poet and literary critic. In her youth, she was a writer of verse for children, for which she achieved long-lasting popularity. In the years immediately preceding her marriage, she became an astringent literary critic of growing reputation. She is, however, best remembered as the elder sister and collaborator of Jane Taylor. She died on December 1866. I'm a helpless crippled child, gentle Christian spirit in me, once in rosy health a smile, blithe and gay as you can be, and up on the village green, first in every sport was seen. Now, airless and weak and loud, cannot either work or play, tottering my crutches slow, those that drag my weary way, now no longer dance to sing, gaily in the merry ring. Many sleepless nights I live, turning on my weary bed, soft the pillows cannot give slumber to my aching head, constant anguish makes it fly from my heavy wakeful eye. And when morning beams return, still no comfort beams for me, still my limbs with fever burn, painfully still my crippled knee, and another tedious day passes slow and sad away. From my chamber window high, lifted to my easy chair, I the village green spy, once I used to proudly dare, march or beat my knee but drum, happy times no more to come. There I see my fellows gay, sporting on the daisy turf, and amidst their cheerful play, stood by many a merry laugh, but the sight I scarce can bear, leaning in my easy chair. Let not then the scoffing eye laugh my twisted leg to see gentle Christians passing by, stop a while and peer in me, and for you I breathe a prayer, leaning in my easy chair. Florence Mark Smith was born on September 1902 in Hull, England. She began writing poetry in her 20s while working at George Newnes. Her first book, novel on yellow paper, was published in 1936 and drew heavily on her own life experience, examining the unrest in England during World War I. Smith was officially recognized with the Chumley Award for Poetry in 1966 and the Queen's Gold Medal for Poetry in 1969. Smith died of a brain tumor in 1971. The lion who ate the Christians on the sand of the arena by indulging native appetites played what has now been seen a not entirely negligible part in consolidating at the very start the position of the early Christian church. Initiatory rites are always bloody, and the lions, it appears from contemporary art, made a study of giant Colosseum suns already liturgically sacrificial hue, and if the Christian felt a little blue, well, people being eaten often do. Theirs was the death, and theirs the crown undying, a state of things which must be satisfying. My point which add to this has been obscured is that it was the lions who procured, by chewing up blood, gristled flesh and bone, the martyrdoms of which the church has grown. I only write this poem because I thought it rather looked as if the party lion's play was being overlooked. By Lion Joe's great benefits in blessing were begotten, and so our debt to lionhood must never be forgotten.